Hi everyone, my name is Rizal and this is my friend Zafran. First of all, I would like to ask you, if you, what would you feel if you had a chance to go to New York and have some time in a Central Park? Does it feel good or does it feel bad? I think it might be good, isn't it? Because the park is absolutely and crazily gorgeous. And you know what? That is what landscape architecture is all about. Creating a beautiful space for a beautiful world. So today, me and my friend plan to talk about the importance of landscape architecture. And mostly what are we going to say in our presentation is based on what we have learned during our first semester degree in a subject that calls the introductions of landscape architecture. As today, our presentation will be divided into three parts. The first one is the introduction, and then we proceed to the importance of landscape architecture, and the last one ending the presentation with a conclusion. So now let's get started with the introduction first. What is landscape architecture? As a landscape architecture student myself, I might say that landscape architecture is a field, a professional one, that combines art and science to create a space that is functional to human use, whether it is related to design for a big area such as a city, or maybe a small one such as a garden. And therefore, it brings me to the next part, which is the importance of landscape architecture. And the first one is the regenerations of polluted areas. How? How can landscape architect can be so important in regenerating of polluted areas? In urban landscape design, landscaping and planting trees are being used to control and to clean the water, air, and also soil. It is theoretically proved by a study in 2016 by the Nature Conservancy that state trees can cut the pollution by 7% to 24%. And besides, green infrastructure can also improve environmental pollution, especially the place that caused by the improper use of land, especially in cities and also in the industrial areas. I give you an example in Amsterdam. There was an area that was polluted and redesigned by a landscape architect, and now the polluted areas becomes a new recreational facility that known as Western Gas Fabric Park. It is so gorgeous and so phenomenal. And that is the first importance of landscape architecture by regenerating of polluted areas. And for the next point, I shall pass the presentation to Zafran.
Hello everyone. For the next point, why landscape architecture is important, it is because landscape architecture focus on the development of sustainable techniques in favor of the environment. Okay, before I get to my supporting points, I would like to talk on sustainable techniques. Sustainable techniques means sustainability. What is sustainability? Okay, sustainability is the study of how natural systems function, remain diverse, and produce everything it needs for the ecology to remain in balance. Okay, now I will get back to my point, which is seeing the city as an organism. Landscape Landscape architects are able to understand the complex relationship between the city and the natural environment. Our holistic approach allows us to see an organism where urban density and natural processes can come together to create a sustainable solution. For example, is the High Line project in New York City, where the disused elevated railway was turned into a green public park. This shifted the concept of traditional urban park, allowing nature to become part of the urban fabric. For my next point is sustainability at the forefront of landscape architecture. The example of a project that says sustainability at its forefront is Burj Khalifa Tower Park by SWA Group. SWA Group is a renowned landscape architect firm. Why I chose Burj Khalifa Tower Park? This is because Dubai has extreme climate, okay? They have hot temperatures, they have strong winds and high humidity during the summer. These unfavorable conditions meant that SWA Group had to be highly resourceful to not only create a functional design, but one that is aesthetically beautiful and striking enough to meet the country's high standards for development. The major innovation that the project includes is native planting and colorful tiles to complement the short flowering season. They also created a water system that produces 15 million gallons of water annually, some of which is used in the irrigation of the plants. Isn't that amazing? Okay, that concludes the point. Now, I want to go to the final part of this presentation, which is the conclusion. In conclusion, it is proven that landscape architecture profession could bring a lot of benefits to our society and also the environment, such as the regeneration of polluted areas and the development of sustainable techniques. Landscape Architect Foundation, LAF, a group of the world's leading landscape architects in the Declaration of Concerned Assembly, has agreed that what we do to our landscape will ultimately do to ourselves. So that brings me to the end of our presentation. Thank you all for the attention. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.